everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I cannot say that I blame you because this is a pretty sick panel. If I wasn't moderating it, I would have grabbed a ticket to this myself. How, when, why did chefs attain celebrity status?
I mean, everybody eats, and so not everybody likes rock, not everybody likes art, not everybody likes rap. Everybody eats. You don't even have to love food. You still got to eat it or you're dead. So it's cool to have rock stars that like keep us alive, you know?
I never wanted to wear a uniform. I never wanted to be told I was late for work. And generally just sort of disagreeable and unpleasant on all levels, and thought that if I went and cooked every day, that using that energy and that power behind cooking that I felt came from sort of the kinetic energy of a kitchen, that I would, you know, kind of do what I want to do with my life.
Well, Sara, you obviously had one of the very first shows on the Food Network. How instrumental do you think that channel has been in changing people's perception of food, interest in food?
When I went to the CIA, and I mentioned to Sara, I graduated in '77. I was just 12, I promise. But we used one salt, and this is the Harvard of the cooking schools. We used table salt. Think about that. That's crazy. Look at how we've changed. And when I was first on the Food Network and I talk about, you know, panko breadcrumbs or chipotles in adobo or, you know, a Peltex spatula, everybody go like, whoa. Now they're like, yawn. Tell me something new. Yeah, they want something new.
You all went into this just wanting to cook, so how did you each get into television and why?
I've done many years behind the scenes for all sorts of people. I worked for Julia Child on her show called Julia Child and More Company. And then I did all the prep for all the chefs at Good Morning America between 1986 and 1996. And I never wanted to be on air, but then when the Food Network started, they were desperate. It was the Wild West.
I really just wanted to be an Iron Chef. I just always watched the show. I always think of Bull Durham, you know, when he says, "Were you in the show, man? Were you in the show?" I mean, I'm sorry. Some people want to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Some people want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro blindfolded. Some people want to write a 70,000-page novel in Sanskrit backwards. I just really wanted to be an Iron Chef. I love the show.
Do you feel like you needed to change your persona in any way to appeal on a network like that?
I mean, to some extent, yes, to some extent, no. You know, like there's certain things that I may say or do in the kitchen that I try not to say or do in public anymore. You know, and there's certain aspects of my lifestyle that I've certainly had to like round out a little bit because, you know, it's camera fodder. You know, everybody like, gosh, you know, if I get in a fight with my buddy and I sock him in the eye, next thing you know, it's like on TMZ, like, you know, Food Network star.
Dale, you were pretty open about the fact that you attended anger management classes after your first go-round on Top Chef Chicago. What did you learn about yourself from being on TV, and how have you applied that to your restaurants, to your life outside television?
Yeah, it is such a unique point of view that I think obviously not a lot of people get to see. You never get to step out of yourself and like watch yourself act. I guess some people do. I didn't. And through watching the first season of Top Chef, I was like, who is this dude? So like to me, that was enough for me to change, to say I don't want to be that person anymore.
I think for me, it's just all about cooking. It's, you know, those other moments of anxiety and hideousness are all part of it too, but I think that's incidental.
I always say comfort never breeds creativity. So I like to, I don't know, like being on a competition show, you're with like 15 other people and you don't really want to know. And I'm like, wow, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like, give me a kitchen, please, anything to like express. And then it comes.
100%. 100%,
you know?
yeah. I mean, dishes that you've never,
yeah,
you know, that you like, I would never try that. You're like, I'm going for it right now.
Yeah, where did this
like,
come
what's the
from?
worst that's going to happen? It sucks. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you feel like cooking programming is getting too far away from the original goal of education and too much about spectacle?
I think what's popular is what people want to watch. It doesn't really matter what I think. People love reality shows, period. It makes sense that, of course, they'd love food reality shows. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
What to each of you is the most difficult part of being a quote-unquote food celebrity, and what has been the most personally satisfying?
I'm not trying to be like all self-deprecating and all, but I kind of am. It's like I went into this trying to cook. People recognize me from it. It's totally cool, and I'm down. come to the restaurant, see what I really do. That to me is the most rewarding thing. Opening a restaurant, having people there, and them liking the food, and them getting down with what you're putting out. So that to me is the best.
I love you, Dale.
John Bush, Dave Massoni, what?
The best part is when you meet somebody and they say, wow, you really taught me something, or you got me cooking. That is like, that makes me so happy.
I went on guys' grocery games and I won. And I won $18,000 for Alex's lemonade stand. And when I got the letter from Alex Scott's parents saying, you have no idea what that money's going to do, thank you so much, I kind of held the letter and I thought, oh, I felt this tangible connection to something that I had been able to do that I don't think, had I not taken a risk and gone on TV, I wouldn't have ever known.
I guess the best thing for me is like coming from a lot of front of house hospitality-based career, you know, that's really all I did. I love serving, and I love being able to, like, just, now I have, like, the biggest restaurant, it's all of America, you know, it's so cool to show up at a gate, and people are like, hey, thanks, that was so entertaining, or like, hey, we're going to London, what should we eat? And I'm like, I've never been to London, but you have to try stargazy pie. That was these two right here. It's like these fish that are staring up at the stars, it's amazing. That's cool to just be able to help more people through their world and give them more than what they paid for.
That was so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much. Please help me give a round of applause. Dale, Sara, Alex, Justin, dream team on the dais, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thanks
being
for having
a
us.
part of it.